the SnipCoolioShow. Today we have actually changed locations and we are at Vigo Purdon's house.
A lovely switch of scenery.
Yeah,
here
it's
for
just
us.
beautiful out here. Do you have anything to say, Snipple Snapper?
No comment.
Okay, Snipple Snapper says no comment.
Are we just gonna jump into it right away, guys?
Yeah, I think we should just hop right into it.
Okay, let's do this thing. So we're gonna start with some questions today, guys. First off, is there anything we want to get off of the table before we get anything from last time you'd like to reflect on? Any mistakes that were made? Any regretful decisions? I don't know. I could see some things that maybe somebody wants to talk about, but that's up to you guys.
I would just like to formally apologize about the table comment.
Yeah.
I really got the worst of myself, sorry. That was my bad side. I just want to say that. It was just wasn't thinking straight.
I would like to also apologize for leaving the room. It was quite immature of me, and I feel like I should have just had more of a mature standpoint for this. But other than that, I don't really have any other concerns about the last podcast. So I think we're ready to just dive right into this.
I'd also like to say I'm very sorry that I moved the microphone around so much last time, guys. It was
It's on her shirt.
Yeah, now it's on my shirt, so I won't speak as passionately as I once did. But we're here for it. Okay, are we ready to jump right into this?
We are ready.
We are ready. Okay. So,
get your fucking phone out.
Guys, my dad's called me like 7 times.
Tell Rob Clunkett needs to wait.
Yes.
Okay.
We have more important things on hand.
Would we like to do an introduction to our new studio members really quick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm going to pass you the mic. We're going to do a shout-out. Today, here is our new videographer in-house host, Vigo Purdon.
Vigo Purdon. Go in front of the
hello.
camera. Go in front of the camera,
Okay.
Vigo Purdon.
Hello, I'm Vigo Purdon.
This is Vigo Purdon.
I am the videographer. There you go.
Good job.
Okay.
Okay. Here, let me...
Here, yeah, there you go.
Nolan Thomas Barclay is also joining us here today. For what reason? We don't really know. We're going to find out what his role is. Would you like to say hi to the audience?
Hi, Squirrels. You want to see it? Yeah. First of all, I would like to acknowledge that we work, learn, and play on the unceded territory of the Scurry's First Nations peoples. And I'm just...
Preach.
I'm just here for the ride, guys.
Good work. Good work.
No.
Alright.
That's that guy for you. Okay. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay, we are going to jump right into our questions today.
Alright.
Our first question is for Snipple. If you would love to pass the microphone on to Snipple, thank you, Julio. If our team members would stop fucking laughing right now, that would also be a beauty. You guys need a minute? Okay, our first question today is for Snipple. So Snipple, what were the days after the incident like for you? Take your time, it's okay. This is very considerate of you, Julio.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Can you speak?
The days after the incident. Which one?
Oh, wow.
I think the initial incident.
The initial incident? So, after I was hit in the throat, I, like a tough soldier, made my way through the school day.
Okay.
I was asked in the hallways, what happened? I was unable to answer.
What was this gaping gash on your throat from? You know?
My gaping gash was from...
Gaping gash, you say? It was the pencil that was flicked.
Hey, it was a fucking pen.
Sorry. Pen.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't...
Get your facts correct, please.
Okay,
This is a very sensitive topic.
You're the one that assaulted her.
You were acting like it was some insane wound, yet all I did was flick a pen at your frickin'...
According to my
throat.
doctors, it was
Do you have your medical records?
on hand, no.
Show us. And then you can talk.
Do you even have a doctor here?
No comment.
Wow.
Okay.
I was in the emergency room, so...
Are we gonna... Okay, that's all for that statement. Okay, Julio, let's kick it off with you here. If someone else PMO'd you, would you take the same route and actions considering the consequences that have come with this situation? What has the backlash been, and would you do it all over again?
Well, as most of you already know, the incident, it really did take quite a toll on me mentally and physically. But I think I would do it again. I would do it again, just like to get my anger out in that moment. It felt much better than just keeping it suppressed inside of me. You know, as they say, it's better to let it all out at once instead of letting it slowly burn inside of you, like a kettle in the water coming out. You guys.
Yeah.
know what I'm talking
So
about.
are you saying that people should resort to physical acts of violence as a way of self-expression?
Not in all cases.
Because I would say that's kind of fucked up.
Oh, okay. You're not supposed to be biased towards one party.
I'm not. I'm stating facts.
Can I borrow the mic for 3 seconds?
Okay.
Thank you. So since I was mentally, since I was annoying you, that's why you resulted to physical violence.
And I quote PMOing.
Yeah, I was PMOing you. So you said you were struggling with mental health. So should everyone struggling with mental health that results to violence, should they all be able to freely roam the streets?
I will say that what I did was wrong, and I'm not defending what I did, but in the moment it felt right. And I'm not telling anyone else to take that route of action, but in the moment it was what felt best.
Just that sense of release that it gave you.
Yes.
I understand. Okay. Snipple, what were your methods of self-defense following Julio's numerous attacks? What was the guard you put up, and what were your ways of retaliation?
There were numerous attacks. How about you name these numerous attacks?
Where's our looking it up guy? Okay. He doesn't know how to do his job. The smacking I do vividly remember. The chair throwing. The smacking so violent that it got taken off of TikTok. The slapping, sorry.
A lot of you fans of the SnipCoolio lore don't actually know about this, but in the bottom part of the video, you can actually see Snipple Snapper clapping to make it sound like she was getting slapped.
Are you making fun of my physical disability right now?
I think that's just a desperate attempt to try to get out of this. You were quite visibly and quite audibly clapping, so you could.
Sorry, that's just my body's reaction when I get physically hit.
No one's laughing.
I do find that rather odd, though, Snipple, that there would be that. How do I say, just that.
Coincidentally, at the exact same time,
You happen to be making clapping noises.
No, I wasn't making clapping noises. I told you.
Editor, bring up the video.
Anyways, that's just my body's reaction when I get hit. I clap.
Okay.
So, you want to test it out?
No, this part's done. This part's done.
Are we done
I know
with
that
this
it's just
question?
gonna get used against me if we want to test it out. So.
Is there anything else you'd like to say or add, Snipple? Okay. Okay, this is for you, Julio. After the initial attack, what led to the series of violent events afterwards? In parentheses, the earthquake, chair throwing, beating, stalking, sexual and verbal harassment.
I would like to say that these claims are absolutely outrageous. I have already debunked the earthquake claim, and just now we debunked the slapping claim. But I'm very curious to hear about the sexual harassment.
If you don't mind, Snipple, I do recall you breaking your silence to me the other day in our Bob Siebens D-Block English class about you trying to enjoy your time at the gym when a Julio Coolio stalked you and took inappropriate images of you with his phone while you were just trying to get a workout in.
Yeah, I was,
Shut up. I'm talking.
He does have the dog.
I would like to say, before this witch makes any false claims, I would like to say that, Snipple Snapper, shut up. I'm just joking, I'm sorry. Snipple Snapper, she actually did tell me to take a video of her benching, just to make sure. She wanted to. I'm pretty sure she wanted to show Colton. Or no. Stop. She wanted to have a video of her benching more than Ian McKenna as proof that she could bench more than Ian McKenna. So, as she ordered me to do so, I picked up my phone and I started recording her. But the recording, the angle was like it was in.
Are you trying to make excuses
No.
for your vile?
What was the angle?
Do you need me to explain?
The angle was in such an angle as of the current angle of this showing. So but except a little bit higher, not like at our crotch level.
I'm pretty sure you kneeled down.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I'm pretty sure he crouched.
My question is, can you in fact bench more than Ian McKenna?
At the time, I could.
Okay. At the
But-
time.
He can bench more now.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, anything else to add on to that? Because these next couple are kickers.
Later. I'll do it later.
Just add now. Just
No, because it's later.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, so there was no stalking involved. We actually planned to meet up at the gym at that specific time. So no stalking involved at all.
Okay. I would like to say that I love that you guys still try to make this friendship work, and I think that to me and to the viewers probably means a lot, just to see that you guys still do have forms of communication and ways of getting along. It's really lovely to see.
It's empowering.
Yeah, it really is empowering. Thank you for that, Nolan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for the commentary. I really enjoy it.
That could be your
That's why
job.
I'm here. I have no other job.
Cut that. Okay. So, this one is for Snipple. Okay, Snipple, this one is actually a very good question, and I have wondered this quite a bit myself. Why have you resorted to the verbal forms of attack instead of physical, like Julio? Because they can get very intense, as I've witnessed, I think we've all witnessed from our last episode. You can be quite harsh when it comes to the things you say, which,
Body shaming.
yeah. Just anything to say on that, or
Accusing me of sexual harassment.
we are? Just you wait.
That's defamation of character.
Yeah.
If that's not true.
So, growing up, I
Sorry.
Okay.
I was laughing at something that.
So- I know what it's like to get bullied and physically beat on. I know what it's.
Oh my god.
Growing up, I knew what it was like to get physically beat on by multiple people. I was bullied. I had to move schools.
Really?
Are you gonna name
Yes.
drop here?
Yes.
Like, wait, you left? You moved because you got bullied?
I didn't move 18 hours because I got bullied. I moved schools because I got bullied.
You should name drop.
Todd.
No, don't get us going on Todd, guys. That was not the time.
I don't know we were talking about Todd here.
Okay, anyways.
Did Todd ever
Was
beat
he
it
the
on
one
you?
that physically beat on you?
He literally beat on you.
Anyways, moving on. So, I know the effects physical violence can take on people. I do also know the effects verbal violence can take on people.
Why have you resorted to verbal forms of attack instead of physical?
I did not want the viewers to see me in the negative light that Julio Coolio's fans see him in. I think Julio Coolio, or sorry, not my fans see him in, at least. I think he shows just what physical violence can do to someone. Hospitalization, depression, all these things. He always preaches about his mental health. Does he ever think about what he did to me and about my mental health was like? Mental
Well,
health and physical health.
You have the talking stick here, so I'd like you to tell your story
Talking
about what
dog.
happened to you.
After the initial incident, I was forced to go to school for quite some time.
Same.
I thought I had the dog right now.
I don't care.
Oh.
Just like you didn't care about my feelings when you threw that pen at me.
I have nothing to say to that.
Can I ask a question, which I think we're all kind of wondering of? This isn't an attack, or this isn't me taking sides, but I've never seen any proof of this hospitalization.
True, yeah. You never brought up your medical records.
There's not even a picture of the hospital band.
I'm sorry, but I didn't realize that my medical history had to be documented when I was in the hospital.
It's not that it has to be that, it is usually.
I'm sorry. The word hospital gives me PTSD, so can we just move on to the subject?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, anything else to say on the question at hand?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you another question, Snipple, just because this next one is quite a lot for Julio, and I just want him to mentally prepare himself for it, 'cause it's a kicker. Okay. How... This is a kicker, too. How does Julio's perverted ways affect you around school and in everyday life? And I know what you guys are thinking, and it's that Julio isn't a pervert, but we actually do have proof and evidence from victims here coming up. We have some things coming up for you.
We have witnesses, and...
We have witnesses.
True, cold, hard evidence.
Well, you could say.
Witness statements.
We could say.
From whom?
You'll find out.
You'll find out in a minute here, but I would just like to hear
From
what you have to say.
Would it possibly be from YouTube?
Can you just, like...
Can you just let her answer the question?
So, how does his perverted ways affect me around school? In between C and D block, I run into him in the hallways. He snaps pictures of me. He specifically snaps pictures of me from far away, but I'm not paying attention, and circles me in red. He sends it to me. Do you know how uncomfortable that makes me feel?
That's gotta be a form of stalking.
Yeah, please give
Can
it
I
to
please add to that?
But I like what Nolan has to say here. Nolan, would you like to say what...
Snipple Snapper was actually walking towards me, and she saw me, and she was gonna come talk to me. So as she was walking towards me, I took a picture of her. So that was not stalking. She was going to me first.
I still find it uncomfortable. It still makes me uncomfortable. Taking pictures of me without my consent. So many other things. I just can't even name them right now. It just makes me uncomfortable.
Just makes you uncomfortable.
Is that not enough? If a girl told you that you're making her uncomfortable, is that not enough?
So actually, according to my sources, unconsensual photos, particularly non-consensual ones, non-consensual photos can be a form of stalking if they are not part of a pattern of conduct that causes a reasonable person to fear for their safety or suffer emotional distress. This type of conduct, which may include taking or sharing photos without consent, can constitute criminal harassment or stalking under Canadian law. And I believe that we are in Canada.
If I'm not mistaken, we are in this lovely country of Canada. Yeah.
With these laws to apply.
I'm just gonna have to say something. That was beautifully spoken, Nolan.
Thank you.
Beautifully. You could have not, or sorry, Google could have not done any other better way.
Did you paraphrase that, or was that straight from the...
That was
Straight facts.
100% paraphrased.
Lovely. Good job, Nolan.
Credit to justice.gc.ca for that information.
Shout out Justice. Thank you, Godsey.
I'm pretty sure they mean justice as in like justice, not like justice.
We're getting off track.
Yeah, put them in the comments.
So, I think I'm just gonna have to take a break to mentally prepare.
Okay, well, do we want to cut for a minute here?
Yes.
Okay. If we can notice here, Bob, we have sat him up on the couch by himself because this is going to be quite a heavy topic for a lot of us, and we just wanted to give him the chance to kind of tell his story without the interruptions. No offense to Snipple, just it can get a lot sometimes. So we just want him to show empathy and share what kind of has been going on with him when it comes to this topic. So, how are we feeling? Are you ready, Julio?
Born ready.
Born ready? Okay. So this is a pretty heavy hitter. Okay. So, back in grade 7, when your perverted ways started, was there anything that started it specifically, or was it purely neurological? Did you just like touching Snipple and Layla and eyes? Upper and lower intimate parts?
Well, I'd just like to say that none of it was intentional, and to all of you viewers, you will all see that it was never intentional in the first place. But everything, I'd like to clarify, it was all an accident, and even Layla and Snipple Snapper know that themselves. But yeah, any other questions?
Do you want to clear anything up about this? Do you, give us a little bit of background information about what has been happening?
Well, through a series of coincidence, I would accidentally touch private parts, or not even touch, just like brush, like the
Graze.
Yeah, graze. Like I would like accidentally touch like a part of like Layla or Hannah's pants. But I just as I said before, nothing was ever intentional, and I'd never, trust me, Coolio, I advocate for, I just find that stuff disgusting, and as a whole, and I would never do, I've never touch, or, yeah, I'd never touch any woman, or actually, I can't say or men. I'd never touch any woman in a private spot without their consent.
What about a regular spot? Question from Snipple, what about a regular spot?
Just like anywhere, you just start touching them.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, just had to clear that
It's
up.
good to hear. Thank you very, very much, Julio. That means a lot for the viewers and for the victims.
No problem.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys give us a rundown about what, in your words, went down back in grade 7?
So, I'm not trying to take sides here, and I do really respect Julio as a person. I want him to know that. And I want him to know that I value his friendship very much, but I think the things that happen kind of do affect us. I think they do. Am I wrong to say that? It's about grade 7, I'd say, when it started. Hannah had just moved here from Dawson Creek, and she was new, and she was odd, and I would say easily taken advantage of, for sure. And it all kind of just started with like a graze here or there. Would Robert?
How would you describe a graze? What does that consist of?
Do you mind if I use you as a model?
I don't mind.
It would kind of start with a leg,
Okay.
or maybe like a midriff.
Oh.
And then it moved on to the, oh no, I fell. And then it moved on to the, you'd walk by his desk and he'd fully touch your butt. You know, like that. Or the, I tripped and grabbed both boobs with the hand.
So is there any records of this happening? Like, did you report this to anyone at the time of the
You could
assault?
ask multiple people in the classroom at the time about this.
I'm not in the classroom at the time.
Yeah, but we're not
No.
talking about you. Or you.
I'm saying if you were to go around to some people in the classroom at that time.
Such as?
Yeah, and I just mean, he was always very apologetic, and he was always very, I'm very sorry, I didn't mean for this to happen, but, you know when it comes down to it, would it really have kept happening?
Do you need tissues?
It's okay. But
Like, it gets to a point. Like, there's no way it's just a coincidence that it just happened.
What would you say was
So
your
many
breaking
times.
point?
When he accidentally tripped down the stairs and simultaneously gripped our bottoms inappropriately. Honestly, my mind is blurted out. I don't remember if it was the upper part or the bottom part, but there was definitely some grabbage happening.
Yeah.
Grabbage is not a fucking word. Well, I'm making it a word.
Just like how you're making up these lies about me.
Oh.
Oh.
These aren't lies.
Here we go. Yeah.
I have a numerous amount of things to add. During your story earlier about the stairs, you didn't even really know what happened, and
I said my mind blanked it out. It's
Yeah.
called trauma
Who's to
response.
say that never happened in the first place?
Because we have eyewitnesses.
Who?
We just named them all.
All of them witnessed this event on the
A
stairs,
couple
and
people.
they
I
all
bet you there's
remember.
a couple of them.
Tell me who.
I just said my mind is blanked out, but I told you, you could ask any of them.
Exactly.
I bet you a couple of
If your
them
mind blanked out, who's to say that ever happened in the first place?
Layla is to say.
Layla, the person accompanying you on this complaint about me.
I would rather the term victim. I'd rather the term
Victim. I'm the victim here. You people are lying about me.
You people?
Yes, you people.
What do you mean by you people? Do you mean victims of a crime?
No, I'm the
Do
victim
you
of the
mean
crime
women?
because
What do you mean
you
by you
women,
people?
you women. Do you want me to say that? You women. I sound like a
I
misogynist
mean, are
when
you
I say
Because-
that.
exactly?
It
That's the
feels
problem.
like you
You
are.
said you people. What do you mean by you people?
Do you want me to just take out the people? You? Do you want
Yeah.
me to say you?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are making these false claims about me, and I just find it disgusting that you're trying to flip it around and say that you two are the victims. Why are you making upside down smiles? None of this is funny.
You know, Robert, I'm not trying to come at you here, and I do really respect you as a guy and as a person and as a friend, but I do believe you have admitted to this in the past, have you not?
I have admitted to making grazes, not full on grabbing contact, not like this, and
Oh, and now he's touching
Did you
Vigo
just
and
sexually assault Vigo on camera?
I gave him
as I
consent.
said
gave him
earlier,
consent.
as I
gave him
said
consent.
earlier, I never said that I wouldn't touch any guys in inappropriate spots. Yeah, and after this little clip is over, I'm gonna show you something truly disgusting and something that's gonna prove that these two are conspiring against me.
Actually, I'm not conspiring. Layla just had a moment of weakness and said some words she didn't mean to say.
She didn't mean to say.
What did I not mean to say?
She was laughing quite hard.
There is video evidence of that.
There's audio evidence.
Okay, anyways, let's move on.
Anyways, let's move on. Just
Can you give
because.
the mic back to
Are
the
you admitting that you are wrong?
Did I say that? No, I asked if we could move on from the subject.
Guys,
How
I'm
come?
getting PTSD.
Guys, do we...
You know that I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, yes, I do know you did not.
No, we don't. You can be... The mic can still be rolling.
You are conspiring against me! You have nothing against me now! All charges dropped!
Well, actually, Layla said that. She thinks you were joking. I don't think you were.
But it didn't mean it didn't happen.
Oh, how do you guys use this as a mic?
I didn't speak this. Everyone, you just took a piss. I have to talk to
I have the bladder of a
I've won this time, snipple. Hey guys, just so you know, this whole thing is not completely scripted. We kind of run it as we go, but we are all actually friends in real life.
We're going to the gym after this.
Yeah, and none of this is actually serious, so thank you for watching episode 2 of the SnipCoolio Show, and we will see you next time. Right after this, we will show a clip of Alistair Purdon talking about,
whatever he wants to
some
talk
stuff.
about, yeah.
But, yeah.
Our King Alistair.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Adios.